With the silly guy, this happens to be Carrie McNally, and Carrie brings to us some really terrific solution-driven products. And today we're going to be talking about one that's going to save you money, make you look beautiful, which is really nice. And that certainly is going to be more energy efficient. We're going to be offering to you our Whirlpool 60-watt equivalent LED bulb 5-pack, and I want you to see what's in front of us. And we want to talk about these because right out the gate, you can see all the gold stars at the top. It is an incredible customer pick. As a matter of fact, if you own these already, give us a call. We have previously sold them at $69.95. They're half off, 50% off, $1.95 shipping and handling, and they're on FlexPay. This is such an extraordinary savings today that all day long we have been recommending that people buy 2 and 3 sets of these, and here's why. One bulb will last you 22.8 years based on 3 hours per day usage. Now, I'm gonna give you a moment to digest that for a moment, because that's pretty incredible when you hear that. 22 plus years.
Yeah. And you can see the evolution happening right there. That photograph underneath that one same light bulb went from a baby coming home from the hospital to a toddler, to a child, to a young lady in high school, and now graduating from college. 22.8 years.
Incredible.
And that means that with every 5-pack that you order tonight, you're gonna save over $700 in energy costs, because it doesn't just last 22.8 years, it saves you 85%. And the average household has 20 to 40 light bulbs. So if you get, say, 3 packs, that's 15 bulbs. That's over $2,100 in savings.
Oh, that's
and let's cut right to the chase and why these incandescent bulbs are so inefficient. This is an incandescent bulb right here. It burns so hot that you can bake with it. Did you have one of those little easy bake ovens when you were a kid, right? How could you bake in a box with a light bulb? Because here's why. I'm gonna take its temperature live on the air. Here's why, because it's at 316 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, conversely, here is the Whirlpool light bulb.
My gosh.
Take the same temperature, because it's the same light. It never will get above your body temperature. 91 degrees Fahrenheit.
Excellent.
That's why it saves 85%. I can grab this light bulb and I can lift this lamp up. If I grab this light bulb, I'm gonna get second-degree burns. Now let's talk about that 85% savings. This is the energy meter right here on the incandescent bulb, and what's it pulling? Close to 70, what is it? Got 70 watts of power, right? Can
60.
you guys, 60 watts of power, right? Now here is, this is the Whirlpool bulb, okay? Less than 9, which is advertised to pull. It's 8.1. So that's 85% over the next 22.8 years. That's 85% savings.
Okay, so that is the reason why you want to pick these up, guys. Number one, to get that type of savings and energy costs potentially is huge. Not only that, the type of beautiful, soft light it delivers. And I was saying to Carrie when I walked into the studio, there is something about these lights that is going to make everything so much warmer, so much softer, so much more fluid in your homes. Ultimately, you look better under these lights. And they're gonna produce up to 800 lumens, which is directly what you're gonna get in traditional 60-watt bulbs, except that they're gonna save you energy. You won't have to be bothered with them for the next 22 years.
I know, it's wild.
They're half off. They are half off. And you can find these bulbs are increasingly becoming more and more popular out there. Yes, they're more expensive than the traditional lights, but look at what they're gonna deliver in energy cost savings. They're gonna make your home look more beautiful. And this is perhaps the best value that we have ever offered. You get a 5-pack today, and with that $1.95 shipping and handling, most people are buying more than one. Buy 2, 3, 4 sets, as this type of value, and the FlexPay expires tonight at midnight.
Yeah, and the beauty of it too is it's a warm, comforting, flattering light. It's that soft white light that you can work under, you can read under. It's dimmable, by the way.
Fun.
And I want to give you a little history lesson real quick. Let's walk through this for you folks at home. This right here is an incandescent bulb. Now, this was established back when Edison first invented the light bulb. Not much has changed, really, in over 100 years when he invented it down there in Fort Myers. It is a furnace. It's an oven. It wastes 90% of its energy in heat distribution. It's basically like a furnace that just happens to be bright. That's basically what it is. So then we thought we got to do better than that. So we created this. This is a CFL, the curly Q, right? This is a CFL. It's a compact fluorescent light. This is no different than the compact fluorescent light bulb that you have at the office over your head and the dental. It kind of gives you a headache. The other part of it too is it has mercury in it. It's a nightmare to dispose of, and when you turn it over, it doesn't look very good in a socket. You can't put a lampshade on it.
Right.
It doesn't work. It's not happening. And this is the future today. Whirlpool, an iconic American brand that's been around for almost a century. This is cooler. Will save you 85% on your energy and will last 22.8 years. The next time you have to climb the ladder will be 2+ decades from now. And that's why everybody buys 2, 3, 4 sets.
I would.
Because the average household has about 20 to 40 light bulbs. Imagine the peace of mind. And how about when we chase our tail? When we have a multi-bulb fixture and over the course of the year, one goes out and then you climb up and then the other one goes out and the other one goes out. It's just, it's crazy. We're better than this. And the other part of this too, Marlo, and you know this, we talked about this in the green room. These are being phased out by the government. We passed the National Energy Security and Efficiency Act. These will no longer be available in the next couple of years. You won't be able to buy incandescent bulbs anyway. And take a look at this stack here, Marlo. This represents all the bulbs that you will not have to buy when you buy one 5-pack. So if you bought 3 packs, you'd have 3 sleeves of this. And this also represents not just a lot of waste, not just a nightmare for the environment, but also how many trips back and forth to the store in, you know, fuel costs and all of that other stuff.
Right.
The other part of this is when you drop one of these, they shatter. There's shrapnel everywhere. These are shatterproof. So it's a win-win-win across the board, and that's why they've been so wildly popular, not just as far as people purchasing them, but then after they get them back, they say, I look so much better. It's very flattering, the light. See, there's a CFL. That doesn't look any good at all.
You can't put that in your beautiful
And they have mercury in them, and they're not dimmable. You can't dim a CFL light bulb, and they only last about 7 years. And when you have a multi-fixture, a multi-bulb fixture like this, how many times are you going up and down that ladder? This way you get a bunch of them today and you go up that ladder once for the next 2 decades.
So we are very limited in what we have in inventory. We have sold close to 500 of them. You get the 5-pack. What a tremendous value. Easily, even if this were the full price of $69.95, when you think about 22 years, you think about the energy costs that you could potentially save of upwards of 85%. And I love Carrie's point. He's so right. Going up and down, getting on the ladder, changing it out. You don't have to worry about anything for the next 22.5 years. They're dimmable. They're instantly bright. There's no warm-up time like you see with a lot of the other lights. I love that they're shatterproof and they're half off. So when we are saying buy more than one, we're saying that because normally you're paying double the price for the exact same thing. So if there's ever been a time to just go and rehaul the whole house and make your whole home energy efficient and modern, this is the most efficient and economical and easy way to do it. And you can do it all for $20 on FlexPay. So buy more than one. The FlexPay goes away tonight at midnight. You think about your meter and you think about how expensive those electric bills and power bills are. Here's a way for you to see some real savings, some tangible savings on your bill.
Yeah, and if you just do the math with each one of these bulbs and you take that and times it by 5, over the course of the next 22.8 years, your 5-pack, just the 5-pack, will save you approximately $700 in energy costs. Because remember, this incandescent bulb and this Whirlpool bulb, this is 85% more efficient. It's pulling 85% less energy, and you can see it right here on this meter. This right here is pulling 60 watts. This is pulling 8.2 watts. Imagine that over the course of 22.8 years. That's why we can say on live television, and we have to substantiate this stuff, you can save up to $700 per 5-pack. So if you got, let's say, 3 packs today, you're buying 3 packs, you're on the phone, just give me 3 packs. That's $2,100 in savings over the next 2 decades, 22.8 years. So these pay for themselves. These are going out of style. You won't be able to buy them because the federal government is not going to allow them to be imported into the United States. These are unsightly. They only last about 7 years. They're also incredibly expensive, and they have mercury in them, so they're a nightmare to dispose of. And this is the future from an iconic American brand, Whirlpool, a name we know and we trust. And one of the things that we did when we put the pricing structure together was we went to a supermarket and a couple of the big box hardware stores. Sure. And we went there with a clipboard, and we sat there and we looked at this wall of all of these options, and we said, okay, this is okay, that. And we realized this is a nightmare. How do you possibly figure out what to do? Right. So that's what we really pride ourselves on. We worked with HSN to simplify things. Let's make it very simple. This will save you 85% in energy costs. They're going to last 22.8 years. They're super cool to the point where I can reach and touch the bulb.
That's terrific.
Right? If I touch this, I'm going to burn my hand.
And then the light is prettier.
It's so beautiful. It's soft and flattering.
And warm. It's flattering. It makes your home look that much more inviting. Yeah. And that's what you want as well. So there are all sorts of wins. So let me give you an update. We have sold close to 800 of them. There are only 2,000 to go around at this half-off price. And that might seem like a lot in your world, but I will tell you that quantity could easily go in one show. If you're really serious about saving money, about being more energy efficient, about not having to worry about changing out a light bulb in a pendant light, a lamp,
on a tall ladder.
Your bathroom, light fixtures, your ceiling fan lights, getting up and down on ladders, which is scary, and no matter where you are or who you are. You do it in complete, no shattering with these. Remember, that's not an issue. You can see how durable they are. Then this is smart. This is where shopping is smart. It's a feel-good purchase because you're one and you're done. And I so hope that you're gonna do the entire house. Yeah. Imagine being able to go through, because these are 60 watts, which is the #1 selling wattage in all homes. 60 watts, you've got 5 here. Imagine doing your entire home and not ever having to worry about it again. Not for the next 22 years. Yeah, and so let's save $2,100 and go $60 on FlexPay, right? $60 on FlexPay to save $2,100, because remember, with each 5-pack that you get, you save over $700 in energy costs. And I know we only have 1 minute left, but I want to, once again, if you're just tuning in, here's why incandescent bulbs are so inefficient. It's because they burn so hot. So hot, in fact, you can bake with them. When you were a little girl, you probably had an easy bake oven, right? Look at that, 314 degrees Fahrenheit. And this is your Whirlpool bulb. They never, ever get above body temperature. This is 91 degrees. And that's why I can grab this and pick this up. And that's why these are 85% more energy efficient. They're awesome. I would not miss it. This is a chance of a lifetime. Those gold stars at the top mean a lot. That means that customers, and we've sold tens of thousands of these here at HSN, love this product. When you think about what an investment this product is at $69, and for it to, at that price, become a customer pick, meaning customers love the product. Love it. You know that it does exactly what it says it will do. Your advantage today is that you can pay half the price. And that is for the next 1,000 people that are calling in. Almost 1,000 are gone, and we now have fewer than 2,000 remaining for the entire country at this price with $1.95 shipping. Stock up, save, be more energy efficient, witness perhaps up to potentially 85% savings on your energy bill, shatterproof, dimmable, and they instantly light up your home and they make you look more beautiful. So Carrie's gonna hang out with me a little while longer. We've got more to come. Stay with us.